Hey everybody, welcome back to Egg and Baby in the Morning. Oh my god, she did not like that. Every word was like she was like a fan was going off in her face. She was like, why are you so loud, Daddy? Oh, she's having honestly like maybe the best day of her life. You didn't see that? She's making all sorts of cool noises. She's going like woo woo. And like, hey! And the cats hate it, which is even funnier to me. You know what? Let's have a little treat, YouTube. I can't remember all the things that we've played as on YouTube. To be honest with you, a lot of these have happened in the Streaming of Isaac playlist, which I encourage you to watch. It is a different vibe, I can't deny that. But you know what? Let's mix things up. Let's play as Tainted Cain, unlocked by getting, I mean, the true ending is Cain, or coming close to the true ending at least. If you've never seen Tainted Cain, he has a permanent active item called the Bag of Holding. The way that the Bag of Holding works is completely unique and emblematic of, like, one of the reasons that I think that Repentance is so, like, unbelievably good as far as DLC goes, and I'm being completely sincere. Instead of picking up items traditionally, you use the Bag of Holding to assemble items from consumables that you find. Now, legitimately, there are recipes that you can find. I mean, you could, like, look up the entire recipe book, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Tainted Cain only gets good pills, by the way, which is why I'm just sucking them up here. So, every item has a unique recipe where a combination of 8 consumables gives it the formula. We should at least check the runes, I think. And I'll just hold algaes. I think that's more valuable than as a crafting ingredient. Every unique combination of 8 consumables, or let me rephrase because that might not be strictly mathematically true, repeating of course. Every item has a recipe coded for by 8 consumables. So I have no idea, like, people have told me, hey, you know, some of the recipes for useful items are very easy to remember. So things like Steam Sale, it comes up all the time. There is also, and you can craft more than one of the same items, so you can see the value inherent in that. If you craft, like, multiple Steam Sales, obviously they continue to have a greater and greater advantage. You might wonder, why is this guy not picking up, like, coins and stuff? Or why is he picking up coins but not putting them in the Bag of Holding? Coins have a relatively low value in the power rankings for recipes. So in general, the better the quality of item or consumable, the better of quality item you'll get out of the recipe as well. It doesn't hold 100% true, and, you know, to be fair, to win in Isaac, you do probably, at least on occasion, need some items that you would consider not necessarily top tier. Come on, man. I'm just trying to get you to explode here in case this is a second secret room. Okay, it might be harder than I thought. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. I'm probably the smartest man on the planet. Okay, so let's turn a heart into a demon heart. What have I done? Hold on, I think I know how to do this. You can change what gets yeeted from the recipe. It's whatever's in the top left corner. Bombs are low value. Let's replace a bomb with a key. We get the Necronomicon. I gotta be honest with you, all things considered, like, the Necronomicon is not exactly what we're looking for, but it's not a bad spacebar item to kind of, like, you know, pin the rest of this run on. And then, you might be like, why not pick up GB Bug? It's like, is game breaking now. Well, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's pop algaes, and then when you walk into it, you'll realize why I didn't pick up GB Bug. You okay, baby? What if you suck up a bone heart? You totally can. Alright, so I'm gonna, because it could be a new recipe. And, you know, we could put 2 bombs in there just for some fodder. There is also, like, not everything is determined by the power rankings of the value of the item. And by the way, recurring questions. Your Bag of Holding does not do very much damage. Maybe it does more damage as it gets full, which would be kind of interesting, but I don't think it's the case. Which is, it would be nice, because a sack full of quarters is like your classic, like, prison lariat, you know? But, unfortunately, I don't think that's the case. And secondarily, very, very, very common question gets asked, you know, a few dozen times per minute on stream. Can you pick up troll bombs before they explode? The answer to your question is no. And then when you say, why don't you try it? The answer is I did. And when they say, I don't believe you, you say, okay, why don't you try it and get back to me? Now, we will hold that. Remember, this won't give us an item. It'll just give us the ability to get some consumables. Bombs are not worth a ton. So I know, like, to some extent, that's pretty good, honestly. To some extent... Sorry, I thought I heard a knock on the door, but I think it actually might have been the baby filling her diaper. I apologize. Why not try the alt path, right? Why not mix it up a little bit? And I'm going to caffeinate here. Forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, you might be watching this and going like, you know, I can't believe he's got it. There's better recipes. There's like obvious better recipes. You know, I'm doing my darndest here. Okay, I'm gonna try to, you know, just experiment and see what kinds of cool stuff we can get. I don't know if it's even worth coming in here now, because we obviously like aren't that interested in picking up an item, and I don't think you're gonna pay out with anything. So I'm like, you know what? Let me use one of my bombs. I don't know why you always give spiders now. One of these days I'll learn that you can't blow up a demon judgment for consumables. I do ask for your mercy, because it was a tactic that worked for literally, I don't know, like 6 years. Okay. So neither of these items will give us items. They'll both just give us consumables. This might be the best card we could possibly suck up here, so let's just grab it. We might as well just grab this and see where it takes us, and I think we'll just suck them up, you know? I think there's a few different ways you could play Cain, or like Tainted Cain. One of them would be, if you know the recipes, you just, you know, fish for like the recipes that are most likely to give you good items. What do I mean by that? Well, you know, like you're fairly unlikely to get like 8 spirit hearts early, but maybe if you get 8 spirit hearts or like 8 demon hearts or something like that, you craft a top tier item. You could try to like, you know, just run. So stupid of me. So stupid. I knew what those enemies did. So stupid. So you could try something like that, but I think that's more of like once you've played a lot and you've memorized a couple of recipes, that makes a lot of sense. For someone like me right now that's just trying to like work it through, I think that just basically taking a Mass Effect approach, trying to create as many items as possible, and you know, this is probably like the 20th time I've accidentally created Magic Finger, which I do not care for. Let's replace a bomb with a coin and see how things change. Let's replace a key with a coin. I have to be honest with you, this might be better. And then we do, then Necronomicon, which is, Necronomicon's pretty good, don't get me wrong. But this does also give us the consumables from the spacebar item to begin with, that we were currently holding. So, by the way, I don't know if every item pays out with, like, the composition of itself, or, like, half of its recipe or something like that, but... I mean, there's a lot to discover here. I'm still just working it through, you know what I mean? Let's pick up a key. We're gonna need them at some point. But I think Mr. Boom may be a slightly more viable spacebar item, or maybe not, I don't know. So I would have loved to have had that. I'm sure a golden key is gonna be like a pretty high value get here. Remember, whatever you get from the deal with the devil... I apologize, is that early morning phlegm? It doesn't actually give you what you would get, because you get what I'm saying there? Maybe yes, maybe no. I will say, by the way, we just get the consumable. I do think we can get this. Oh, dude, if we could only use Bag of Holding. You know what? I bet it has like a 270 spread. Look at that. It did cost us a key, but I consider that a small price to pay to at least get some fodder filled up there. And we don't just need 10 out of 10 items, you know? We need some 5 out of 10s. We need some HP if possible. So that'll just buy, unfortunately. I mean, like, for 15 cents... Oh, what else are we gonna do with money? We might as well just try to fill up some of our rune bag here, or our bag of holding, I should say. So just buy a little bit more money. You know what? Just throw a single red heart into the equation here, and let's see how things look. And then, what else was left that was a key beggar? How you doing, baby? You're doing pretty well. You didn't throw Crinkle Panda on the ground. I apologize, by the way. I don't know how to describe middle age, except that you get a little phlegmy. I'm probably not middle-aged either, nor is Sips for that matter, but I've never felt more seen than when I watch Sips stream and he's like, sorry, I got like something in my throat. And I'm like, dude, it happens to me all the time. Watching all these Zoomers on Twitch, they're so crystal clear. Hey everybody, welcome to hour 300 of my mega stream, and they're sounding like crisp and clear and under control. And I'm like, hey, welcome to the start of the stream, everybody. I got a little, like, frog voice, because a little sparkling water went down the wrong chute. Trust me, I'm not clearing my throat out of a sense of, like, oh, people are gonna love this. So we'll just keep it moving here. Right now, I would say the run's pretty good. We do want, without a doubt, a, oh, dude, a second secret room that had a bunch of demon hearts in it? A single spirit heart is fine, but what I was going to say is we want to charge for our next room here, but for the boss room, I should say. What if this is a secret room? No? Okay. I don't know if we're going to go full alt path, but I will say that, you know, like, we're a little underpowered. I was pretty stoked to get the rosary, which is not something that would have made sense before Repentance came out to hear a streamer say, but it's true. I think it's a pretty solid item here. And really anything, you can't pick up trinkets with the bag of holding, by the way, unfortunately. Now I'm realizing, as well, that we probably don't, you know what? We can at least snag that for free. We probably don't want to use Mr. Boom, just in case we want to continue going to the alt path. But I think I'm gonna make a judgment call that as of right now, this is not an alt path worthy run. And I know that seems like I'm taking the coward's way out, but I honestly think it's probably just more cowardly to not get. I mean, okay, so now we now we have a golden bomb, which changes everything. We could put it in the bag, and I'm sure it would be awesome. But instead of putting it in the bag, I'm gonna pick it up, and the reason was not so much for the alt path. The reason was much more for the ability to go to the secret room and maybe also like blow up some of this stuff. I think that golden bomb could be worth a decent amount here. But I'll pay it forward. I'll go to the alt path. But what I was gonna say is that oh, excuse me. I don't think I didn't hit the button. That's a great payout there, man. We got Book of Sin. I mean, it pays out with consumables, and I mean, I guess why not? Sort of. I think it's worth a try. Hold on, let's. I think Book of Sin is good enough, so let's start there, and we get the other consumables out of this as well. So that'll help us at least get to more items faster, which is worth something. And I think we'll just suck up everything here. We want less active items if possible. Ace of Clubs is and modestly controversial here, but let me just, we'll pick this up. We're gonna suck up the Empress card, but we're gonna hold Ace of Clubs. I think it's gonna be better for us to hold it. I want to spend the key to just look at the shop, see if maybe there's something worth sploding in there. I don't really care for the curse room. We can get so many bombs out of Ace of Clubs that I think we're happier that way. And I guess we will do the mirror room. With golden bombs, it should be somewhat simple for us to take. Oh, we gotta suck the wrong button. But you know what? That's a lot of bombs. I was really hoping to put that dime into the bag of holding, but it wasn't really a miss hit. It's because if you hit I mean, bag of holding is the same button as your card. You have to use control to kind of toggle them. But, dude, like, the theme of this run for me, like, Tainted Cain, when I unlocked him, was really, like, my gateway into realizing that they did such an unbelievably good job with Repentance. Like, look at this. It's madness, right? Okay, don't get killed by these guys. They did such a good job with the tainted characters. Like, it's kind of unbelievable. Baby, you hear her? She's going woo woo. Ric Flair, baby. Ric Flair, baby. Oh my God. Just slight caution. That worked out surprisingly well. Yeah, but like every Tainted character has been very interesting, but certainly I look at it like the Tainted Cain was like the one where I really realized that they just like blew it out of the park. Like this is like a whole different game. And a lot of the characters are actually like that. Thank God for these golden bombs, man. It paid such dividends to actually pick up the golden bomb. Okay, so we got choices here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, papa. Ooh, ooh. Hey, she's smiling. Unfortunately, I think all these items are kind of like, or all these consumables are kind of not good. So let's move it on. I mean, this is like 99% of my brain power is just used to try to put myself in the mode where I am actually remembering what I'm supposed to be doing here. I have a feeling, I mean, like, look at this. Look, I might even go to, no, let's not go to the curse room. Oh, woo, oh, woo. But, like, look at this, this recipe right here. Bone heart, 2 cards, a nickel, 2 bombs and a red heart. As I said it, I lost confidence that this was going to be anything inspiring, but you know what? We'll see. Okay, this is amazing, right? We're going to get so many consumables here. So adding a dime. Okay, this is very nice. Let's start with a dime. Samson's chain is horrible. Let's replace a bomb with a spirit heart. Mom's heals is not good enough. Let's replace this bomb with a spirit heart. Varicose veins, I don't think is good enough. Let's replace the red heart with a key. Now we're talking, baby. Now we're talking. Very nice. Now let's pay it forward here, okay? We'll add 2 demon hearts in here. We don't really need any of these consumables. We know pennies are not going to be that useful, so let's just grab some. And then let's suck up everything else. And this is just like a mass play right now. We're just hoping to get, you know, basically I'm adding some filler. All right, I'm adding beans to the chili. But I don't mind adding beans to the chili. Hey, here's the thing: the chili goes further, and I just picked that up. But it's not a colossal mistake in the whole scheme of things. It makes the chili go further, and you know, beans are good for you, and hey, they keep the whole ecosystem inside of you running smoothly. Like there's no negativity there. Also very cheap, you know. Guppy's hairball. I got a philosophy, and my philosophy is like if they give us the chance to have a guppy item, I don't really want to mess with that. Hey, what if you just shoot here because it's definitely a secret room? Hey, what if I just don't care that you shoot here because it, like, literally we have enough bombs to not sweat it at all? Okay, never mind. Starting to suck some stuff up here. Yeah, let me in. Thank you. I don't know if I ever would have forgiven myself for that one. This is a surprisingly devilish room right here. No friendly fire? I feel like if that had been me, I would have been hit. Don't rush me down. Don't rush me down. You know, the Beatles? No? Recent indie band. You might not have heard of them. They're European. Alright, let's throw some pills in this. Remember Rich Boy? Whatever happened to Rich Boy? Throw some D's on it. Remember that? I don't even know what that means. What was hip-hop culture like in the mid-2000s? I just think of songs like Throw Some D's. I think it was very... It seemed very important to have very nice rims on your car. Particularly if your rims were either of a prodigiously large size, or alternatively, if they spun while you were at a standing position, that was considered very nice. It was considered desirable. We're just buying items because there's nothing else to do with our money, and we're just gonna try to suck them up. I don't think that's good enough, unfortunately. Let's replace a single penny with a spirit heart. Broken modem. I've used it in co-op with Dan. I've been told that it might be one of the most overpowered items in the game now, so to get it feels quite nice here. Is Halloween something, something, something Halloween. Okay, we don't have anything that gives us value for being hit. Okay, I'm like super trapped. That almost worked though. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Obviously, like we have to remind ourselves we can't get the blood bag. Okay. What we can do though is replace Book of Sin with the IV bag. Never mind, that's not how that works. Let's add a charged key here. Let's pick up a spirit heart to keep our deal with the devil chances going. And I'll admit, this is probably going to be like a low-value item. Sulfuric Tears? What do you think, baby? Sulfuric Tears. It's not that good. Would probably give us consumable access, but are we really in a position right now where that's of any importance? I kind of think like we're desperately searching for our first damage upgrade. Let's replace this with this. Scatter bombs, I'm gonna level with you. I think that's actually worth something right now. Honey. Let's go get our item room first. I'm a little concerned. Oh, sorry, I was looking at Twitter. Somebody sent me like 7 tweets in a row that started with huh. So I thought it was gonna be copy pasta. But I think what actually happened is that, oh wow! Oh wow! They made a typo in one, and then they like remade the tweet, and then they made a typo in that one as well. And you might think like that's a dunk. It's not. I would say there's something called the typo's razor, which is if you make a typo in one tweet, you're much more likely to make a typo in correcting it than you would be on a completely new original tweet. Take it from somebody who's done it for sponsored tweets many times in the past. I think typos tend to beget typos, because then, like, when you... Oh, so stupid. When you fix a typo... He's done it. When you fix a typo, you're actually, like, introducing... You're trying to change something in the live environment instead of crafting something from zero. Baby, I can hear you. You're getting a little bit annoyed there, huh? So I think this might be the end of our alt path journey here. Woo! I know that we're on the mines again. It might seem a little cowardly, but I don't think there's anything particularly brave about deliberately... Oh, wow! About deliberately marching towards your own death on a run that's obviously, like, woefully kind of under-equipped. I guess we'll be picking that up. Again, I don't think it really matters what you pick up here. I don't know if these... I don't think they count for transformations at all, so we'll just pick one up, and... you probably start Spirit Heart Key. It's an HP upgrade, which... You know, I don't think we can really turn up our nose at. Whoo! Whoo, baby! Frickin' Wednesday, baby, yeah. Right, honey? Woo! I told you she was making some cool noises today. Okay, secret room. The other thing that I find really interesting about this character is the idea that, like, it would really only take, like... Well, let me put it this way. I think there's, like, a disproportionate potentiality. Like, if you walk into a room that has, like, a bunch of demon hearts, who knows what that would create for you, right? It could be beautiful. I think we should try to make, like, a good item here. Who knows what that could create for you? Normally, you might be in a situation where it gives you, like, you know, very little. But in That makes your familiars do more damage. But in this one, who knows? You know, 8 demon hearts could be, like, my assumption is that it would be something like Abaddon, which could be a completely transformative item for you. I hate this boss, dude. Oh my god. Oh no, I don't mind this boss. I take it all back. This boss is not so bad. And Broken Modem, oh my god. Doing some serious work. Again, I don't know how to quantify what it does. I simply know the sound it makes when it takes an enemy's life. Okay, I'm realizing that using the throwing bombs is free, but also, I thought maybe I could suck it up. That would have been sick. Infinite item farming, multi-track drifting, bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Okay, very nice. Obviously, you're just taking whatever they give you here. We're trying to create a good item, so we're skipping over these bad consumables. The Holy Grail's a better item. Let's assume it pays out with the better... There's some irony here, right? Like, HP upgrade that costs us 8 consumables? I'm like, absolutely. Single Eternal Heart that is 1/8 of a recipe? I'm like, no, we gotta put it in the recipe. It could even be an HP up. You never know. I shouldn't have done this, because I'm realizing now that you're definitely going to pay out with a key piece that will remain a key piece. But you know what? Maybe there's a chance we could just fight Mega Satan on this one. So again, we're not going to go the alt pathway in all likelihood. We're just trying to create a sustainable run here. Every single bomb that we get is actually quite valuable. Okay, that started badly. Every single bomb we get is worth a lot. Especially with Broken Modem, keeping enemies like in one place a little longer. Sure, we'll suck that up. We'll pick these up. So I think we should stop sucking bombs up, if possible. And start picking bombs up. That's scary. It's a well-designed room. Quite insidious. And I'm really hoping this item is gonna be, you know, what we're looking for. Broken Modem? Oh, dude, that's such poor damage. Broken Modem, please? Trinket's doing a lot of work. This is very Flash Isaac-y right here. Any run, you know, you can make the meme if you want. Anytime there's a run where we don't have a bunch of demon hearts and instead we're relying on being tanky, animememe.jpg NL is this Flash Isaac. Give it a try. Okay, charged key and a card. The card is Temperance. I actually feel... that's right. That's how that works. Actually feel like Temperance is not a terrible card if we have some red hearts we don't want to suck up. And most of them we admittedly won't want to suck up. Because of the fact that they're not high value. But then we get pennies out of it, which are not high value. But IV Bag or Blood Bag could give us some high value consumables at least. So one thing's for certain. It would be really useful to learn what recipes... If there's like an easily available damage upgrade recipe, that would help us out a lot. Crinkle Panda is on the floor. I repeat, Crinkle Panda is on the floor. It's funny to you? It's funny to you, baby, when Crinkle Panda's on the ground? It is. I'm tired of pretending it's not. Okay, I'm going to put a regular key in there. I'm not stoked about it, but we'll do it nonetheless. Okay, this is exactly the boss we would prefer to fight, and I'm stoked with the value of Broken Modem right now. Like, it's actually doing incredible work. Derek, you. Oh, Derek, you. Very nice. Okay, and then don't forget, you got some over here as well. One thing's for certain, you know, that people were not messing about. Broken Modem is indeed pretty sweet. Thank God we're fighting enemies that generate bombs for us, you know? Were it not for that, this should have the potential to be quite annoying. But instead, it's actually pretty easy, honestly. Okay, dude. You knew that was going to be good. Right from the get-go, you knew that was going to be a good item. So we got Guppy's Paw, which means we have removed Book of Sin, unfortunately. But it is our second Guppy item. Let's pick this up real quick. And then, like, we know we want to pick up bombs. We probably want to pick up the money. Suck up a Spirit Heart. Pick up the bomb. Suck up the nickel. I think, again, we have ourselves in a position where... Oh, Lucky Penny might have been a great... suck up there, but I never learned the visual cue. Remember, we're not doing alt path. We don't have any damage. It's a fool's gamble right now. I don't even care about taking the hit. We can always like Guppy's Paw it later. Donkey, baby, donkey. You know what I realized the other day? It's kind of crazy to think about, right? So, Aqua's Barbie Girl was like the biggest song of 4th grade for me. I realized, and let me rephrase because I'm trying to contextualize the bit. Obviously, by the time I was in senior year of high school, Aqua was ancient history, right? Barbie Girl, come on, that's a song, what, that's from like 100 years ago? Dawned on me the other day that 8-year gap is the same as the gap from the present day to the release of Iggy Azalea's Fancy. Which is crazy to think about. Kids who were, I wish that these bomb synergies actually worked. That's rare for me, but it's true here. Kids who were bopping along, you know, to Fancy in 2014 are now graduating from high school. Pretty crazy. I mean, I know, like, time... oh, a streamer just found out time passes, but, like... I've been listening to, like, this audiobook, and part of it is about, like, you know, behavioral economics, which nobody's... Like, if I phrase it like that, you're gonna be like, it's boring. But there's some interesting stuff in there about how, like, people feel about probability and stuff like that, and I feel like it's kind of the same thing. Like, if somebody says, you know, 90%, and somebody says 9 times out of 10... we know on a logical level, mathematically, it's the same thing, but, like, fundamentally to our brain, there's like sometimes there's a little bit of a difference. Like, 90%, I think it's almost like a challenge. You're like, maybe I'm in that 10%. But, like, 9 out of 10, if you talk to 10 different people and 9 of them agreed, I think you'd probably be more likely to be like, you know what? Woo, woo. Agreed, baby. I think you'd be more likely to be like, woo, woo. So I think that the way we play this is we try to do Mega Satan. I know I've said that a few times here. Hoo, hoo. Hoo, hoo. Let me get your Crinkle Panda. You don't think so? Like, here's the way I look at that, okay? And again, you feel free to disagree with me. You may well be correct. And let me just get this Crinkle Panda off the ground, but... Oh, it's Fool's Gold! I didn't even realize. So for 1 bomb, we get 2 cents. Incredible! What a remarkable deal. If you read a report that was like, you know, 25% of... millennials play Fortnite at least once a month. You might look at that and say, like, what? That can't possibly be correct. I know 30 millennials and only 1 of them plays Fortnite. You see the difference in how, like, I mean, again, I'm not a behavioral economist, but do you see the difference in how our brain might perceive that information? You know, even if the study was of like 10,000 millennials or, you know, some other number that was more significant than an anecdotal sample size, you implicitly disbelieve the study because even though you got a smaller sample size, you're contextualizing the information differently. Like 25% of millennials means something, but it doesn't mean as much as like, oh, 1 in 30 people that I know plays it. I don't know, maybe I'm just rambling. It's been known to happen. So I'm gonna be truly devastated if we don't get like an incredible item here. Because we're really reserving the bag of holding for great things. And I know we're getting a little dicey here, we're getting a little risky, choosing to play this Demon Judgment. That's actually, you know what, we need the HP for now, so never mind. But my hope, my dream, and let's go so far as to say even my assumption is that we will get a better class of item from Demon Judgment, which will hopefully give us a better class of consumable as well. Now, I can't verify that. This fight's all about patience. Once you take out the green guys, it's all about patience and just exploiting your range advantage. Because we do desperately need a damage upgrade. I don't know if, like, maybe Demon Hearts or something like that would play into that. Just give me the money. I will basically sight unseen, buy whatever's available on the shop. I'll put a Spirit Heart in there. I don't mind. Just pick up everything else first. Just chill. That's exactly what we wanted. I would say we're like one good item away. Are you a charged key? No, you're just sparkling. There's a difference. The vampires from Twilight sparkle. They do not generate a full charge of your spacebar item. Not that we need that. We'd just be looking at, like, you know, buying it to put in the bag. But now that I think about it, I don't even think we can do that. We would just pick it up as soon as we got it. It does make sense to me, and you're probably wondering why I haven't done it already. It does make sense to me, I think, to use Guppy's Paw. Probably we should have done it at the start of the floor to generate a better deal with the Angel Chance. But I certainly think using it once is well worth it. Let's just do it right now then. Dude, how sick would it be if this gave us a Guppy item? We're 36 minutes into this run. I don't think you can suck up a sack. Yeah, it just becomes other things. Alright. So we're still waiting on that one last consumable. Hold on one moment, please. Oh, so again, like the... Oh no, we're on the mom floor, dude! I'm so stupid! How many times have I done this and repented so far? Whatever, we're gonna get some great items here. I made a tweet yesterday. I'm not ashamed to admit that the tweet was, like bait. The tweet was, just watching today's VOD, why didn't anybody tell me I'm bald? I had a feeling it could do numbers. It was low effort, I'm willing to admit. Okay, we are suffering mightily on this fight. We are now ashamed of our words and our deeds. The damage upgrades we have not gotten over the course of the entire run are coming home to roost. We have to use Guppy's Hairball to do most of our damage. And can I tell you, boy oh boy, this is the happiest I have ever been to have at least not taken the alt path unnecessarily. Okay, just so stupid. So stupid. Yeah, this is the ticket right there. Stay far away, but generate enough momentum to hit the eyeball nicely. Genius plays, right? Genius plays. I'm using it again. I gotta preserve this Angel Chance. I mean, we're not playing particularly well, especially, like, leaving the item room behind is really bad. But we're trying to gun for, like, a Mega Satan, or at least, like, a light path run. There's no way we're making it out of there. I mean, like, this is really bad. I forgive myself, by the way, for not remembering that it's the mom fight. Just because of the fact that, you know, the floors... I almost put a bomb down there. I'm glad we didn't. Oh, my God. The floors are so different now, like, because of the alt paths. Sometimes it's hard to remember, like, keep track of where you are. Bro, please. We got it, we got something. That's all I could ask for. I walked into it, but at least we did land the hit at the end. Okay, we gotta deal with the devil. I mean, at this point, man, we need something, right? So, like, why don't you go ahead and give me that Demon Heart? Cambion Conception is not what I'm looking for. So what are we gonna do? We're not gonna take that, I'll tell you that much. We're gonna take the Polaroid. We're gonna head down to the next floor. Cambian Conception is just too late to be that good. Ah. I think ideally we would replace a nickel with either a spirit heart or a demon heart or something. We're probably not long for this world. Oh no. Oh no, no. That's what we got out of that? Okay, I mean okay, this is real desperation hours. Okay, spirit heart become pill. HP upgrade equals 3 spirit hearts equals not even close to being worth what we spent to do this. Sweetie, you okay, honey? Oh, bro, I can't even get to it. I thought we could get to it. Honey. Well, I think it's not even like a cautionary tale of greed or whatever. Just keep in mind, like, going to our item room merely would have given us more consumables to put into our bag of holding. It's not like we necessarily suffered a colossal loss as a result of it. Remember, those guys will just give you spiders if you blow them up, so we're not beating the system there. Oh, woo. Can't put trinkets in the bag. It's probably, you know, worth it to just figure out a reliable damage up recipe, and then, like, if you can finesse that would be worth something. We've tried a lot of Tainted Cane runs by the seat of our pants, and this is kind of a recurring issue, one might say. Wait, I was gonna say wait till he's frozen and shoot him. Baby, we're slowly. Oh my god, we're melting, baby. I mean, like, what can I do? Ooh, we are at default damage. Tiers are not that spectacular. We basically just get to choose what enemy to die to, and I'm pretty sure it'll be one of these, like, fake skull X's. Excuse me, you were frozen? I saw your body split in half. It's okay, sweetie. This is one where I'm like, we don't need to pause. Daddy's coming home. Don't worry about it. Daddy's done on this one. But either way, you know, even though the run is very unlikely at this point to end in an inspiring fashion, hope you had a good time watching. Like, it feels good to kind of be adrift in Isaac again, if that makes sense. You know, it feels nice to be on the ropes instead of just constantly, like, you know, ah, the game didn't give me a damage upgrade. Wah, by the way, buy my book, you know? That's meant to be an insult to myself. I suppose I should have picked that up. But in my defense, I was scratching my nose. Okay. There's a lot of consumables on this room. There's a lot of consumables on this room. You never know. You never know. Dude, broken modem, by the way. Genuinely, it's gonna take a while to get it into the muscle memory, but especially considering how bad it used to be, but it is now, like, actually a greater class of item than I ever could have imagined. Okay, start grabbing them here. Scapular, I think, and this is like, you put me in a very dangerous position. I think literally it's worthless, but in principle there's an idea there. Okay, now we're talking. Black Candle, temporary survival up for sure. I would like to leave this room and not have to fight Champion Peep. Baby, you know what your problem is. Hold on there. You dropped Crinkle Panda. Why'd you drop Crinkle Panda on the ground? There you go. You don't drop Crinkle Panda on the ground. In the Binding of Isaac, Crinkle Panda drops you. She's like, I have no idea what this guy's talking about. Oh, well, okay. Baby, it's simply a reference to, I think it was Yakov Smirnoff, but then also most people my age do not know who Yakov Smirnoff is. Instead, it's a reference to a Family Guy episode that referenced him. Okay, this is the sound of an unhappy baby. But I've learned through the baby cries, that's not the cry of, like, a baby that's I stepped on the creep. Deserved. Baby. Daddy's coming home. Show you how to get a clean diaper. Anyway, I had a fun time on this run. It didn't go particularly well, but I had a great time. Thanks for watching. Twitch.tv/NorthernLion. Follow me, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for your support. See ya.